Coming up on the Hurricane Report, we take a look at all the cool cars that came out to the 7th Annual Cane Car Show and find out how much funds were raised for the Forgotten Child Fund.
Our students are collecting donations to help support hungry families during the Thanksgiving holiday. Learn more about Canesgiving to support our East Ham fam.
In our club profile, we highlight mock trial and how being competitive in the courtroom can lead to being a better speaker.
The pins are set and the canes are knocking them down. We hit the lanes with the East Hamilton bowling team.
The Hurricane football team places first in the district, and we look at the highlights from the games as East Hamilton makes history and heads to the quarterfinals.
In today's player profile, we sit down with Georgia Dobson from the East Hamilton volleyball team.
Plus, what is everyone's favorite Thanksgiving side dish? We find out in Hurricane Nation Wants to Know.
The Hurricane Report starts right now.
Welcome to our first episode of the Hurricane Report. I'm Drew Rayloff, and our goal is to bring you school news that will enlighten you about what's happening at East Hamilton High School.
I'm Hunter Dimmick. We will not only inform you of the exciting things around our school, but also bring in a little school flair as well.
We start by talking about our community involvement at the beginning of the month. Our parking lot was filled with classic cars, hot rods, and even some tractors. It was all for a good cause to help give children in our area for some toys for Christmas. Reporter Chanel Anderson tells us more about the 7th Annual Cane Car Show.
Our 7th Annual Cane Car Show took place on Saturday, November the 2nd. Members of the community came out with several makes and models of cars to display for a good cause. East Hamilton let students organize the car show as a community project. Ms. Coralie O'Neill teaches business and marketing, and her students are a key part of the entire event.
Yep, so the car show is actually my classroom project. I did it with all 109 of the kids on my roster, and they all signed up for shifts the morning of the car show, helped us set it up, and then they worked the entire thing. It's the second year that it's been almost entirely student-led.
Our students enjoy the car show every year. Brady Long, one of the car representatives, tells us a little bit of his experience and his ownerships of his cars. The model.
We've got a 72 F100 here. It's a short bed and has a 302 engine in it. And then we've got a few other vehicles here as well. Favorite thing is that it's mostly all original. Least favorite thing is we need to get a tailgate for it. We've got 5 other vehicles here today.
Everyone who came out to support and help set up or enter their car helped raise money as a community for the Forgotten Child Fund.
We raised almost $3,000. I think the official number is around $2,600. Everything was donated to the Forgotten Child Fund.
The annual Canes Car Show helped give back as a community and come together as one towards a big cause and fund money to those who need. Thanks to participants, students, and a big thanks to Miss O'Neill. Reporting the Hurricane Report, I'm Chanel Anderson.
Our teachers and students did an incredible job representing East Hamilton High School for a great cause. We also thank the community for coming out on Saturday and raising close to $3,000.
It's that time again. Our Canes are excited to be able to give back this Thanksgiving with a canned food drive called Canesgiving. Students started on November 11th, bringing in cans and non-perishable food. Peyton Harris says he enjoys helping the East Hamilton community during this time of year.
What I personally enjoy most about Canesgiving is that we give back and help the families in need that are at East Hamilton, and they're the families of students around here in the community, people we know, and I feel like that helps the whole school community as a whole.
The students from leadership keep track of the cans, then prepare them to be handed out before Thanksgiving. Sophie Anker explains the goal this Thanksgiving is to reach 50 families.
So it started in 2009 and kind of got more traction in 2013. We first started off feeding around 100 families, and it kind of evened out towards 50 now.
Canesgiving is one of East Hamilton's most treasured time of year. Antonio Petty says his favorite part of Canesgiving is doing his part in making sure our local families have a good Thanksgiving.
Giving back to the community, those who really just can't afford it, and giving families a good Thanksgiving, because not everyone can really afford it. So that's what I enjoy about Canesgiving.
Students are still donating with the final collection on Friday, November 22nd. Grades are not exchanged for donating, but the class with the most will receive 2 dress down days.
Don't go anywhere. We have more coming up on the Hurricane Report. Discover how Mock Trial Club is helping students learn more than just the process of law and order. And later, we recap the first 2 games of the postseason action as football is in on the pathway to state. And the Hurricane Report will be right back. Welcome back to the Hurricane Report. We have so many clubs and organizations for students to join. Reporter Jeremiah Gaines visited a mock trial meeting to find out more about the club and why students are joining.
Mock trial is a club where students act out a real legal trial while portraying lawyers, jury, attorneys, and witnesses. Last year, East Hamilton mock trial team made it to state and was awarded one of the MVP awards. We spoke to the club president, John V. Shaw, who encourages people to join mock trial because it helps with public speaking skills.
Freshman year, I was looking for clubs that I could join to do after school, and so a lot of my friends, they were doing mock trial, so I decided to join mock trial too. And I heard that it really helped with public speaking, and I wasn't really good at public speaking back in freshman year, and I think that mock trial definitely helped me become less shy and more open about my opinions.
Mock trial mimics what it is like to be in an actual trial. A team of students make up the prosecution and defense, competing against each other in front of a jury, while being scored and observed by a career judge. Mock trial is open to everyone and isn't just for people who want to go into law. John V. Shaw is looking to become a doctor and knows the benefits from learning public speaking from mock trial will give her life skills in any profession.
Mock trial it's not really just because you want to be an attorney or you want to go into law in the future. Personally, I want to be a doctor in the future, but I think mock trial is really good if you're trying to kind of hone in on those public speaking skills.
Mock trial usually meets after school on Wednesdays and Thursdays. If anyone is interested in learning more, they can contact the club director, Ms. Whitener. Reporting for the Hurricane Report, I'm Jeremiah Gaines.
We like to feature our student athletes that not only prove themselves in the sport, but also qualities of the role model to all Canes. It's our Miranda got a chance to sit down with Georgia Dobson, a senior with the East Hamilton volleyball team.
East Hamilton volleyball captain Georgia Dobson has been playing volleyball since she was just a little girl. She remembers when her mom signed her up at the local YMCA.
My mom got me into playing volleyball. She signed me up for volleyball at the Y when I was in 3rd grade, and ever since then I fell in love with the sport and have played it since.
Dobson enjoys playing for the Hurricanes and with her teammates over the years.
I've really enjoyed playing with all of the girls. They've just become my best friends on and off the court.
Dobson has several favorite memories. One is when the team went to play in the state tournament during her sophomore year.
My favorite moment was my sophomore year at the state tournament playing Among Us in real life in the hotel with my teammates.
The East Hamilton volleyball team has made it to the state tournament for the past 5 years. Being Dobson's senior year, the relationships are what she will miss the most.
I'm really sad that it's my last year playing at East Hamilton. I've really enjoyed my time here with the girls and just the relationships that I've built.
Reporting for the Hurricane Report, I'm Itzio Miranda.
From the volleyball court to the lanes of bowling, our Hurricanes are diverse in our athletic opportunities. Reporter Turner Harrelson finds out that bowling is much more than just getting a ball to hit some pins.
East Hamilton reaches far and wide regarding the different sports and activities offered to students. This week, we spotlight the bowling team. Coach Tim Good says being together as a team has changed the way they bowl.
Best part of bowling coach for the East Hamilton Hurricanes is the fact that I get to watch them grow up and become better every time they get out and throw. I get to watch them succeed, where in a lot of sports it doesn't always happen. You might have your starting 5 in basketball, but you're not going to see the bench as much. I get to see all of them grow. I get to see them develop as bowlers and get better.
Players enjoy bowling for the fun. Garrison Martin enjoys the mental challenges that bowling provided.
We have a lot more energy
compared to last year, and like it's a very like fun and like good environment, and it just helps like your mental state when it comes to bowling.
When it comes to improving, Ryan Zielinski shares how being part of a team helped him get better at the sport.
I've gotten a lot better. Last year I was averaging like 170, 180, and my average is now went up to 190s.
Regarding the roots of their bowling careers, Erica Harris and Martin have one thing in common: family.
Like my whole family bowls, like my grandparents and uncles and dad.
My whole family's been bowling, so like ever since I was like old enough to start walking and just like be able to throw a ball, that's when I just really got on the lane. So about like three or four, 5 is when I started bowling, and my grandmama got me into it.
The team sees a bright future with bowling. Zielinski shares his hopes of scholarships after high school.
Just like the scholarships and the future that it can bring me really motivates me to keep going.
Coach Good realized his true passion was coaching because he gets to see his students grow in the sport.
Well, I just always loved it. When I moved to Chattanooga, I just realized that my true calling was to help other people get better at the sports. Actually, getting to see them succeed, pushing them forward is, I guess, I'm living through them.
For the Hurricane Report, I'm Turner Hurlson.
For only the second time in his school history, the Hurricanes made it to the third round of state playoffs in football. The pathway to state is not easy, but 4 games are required before playing in the state title at Finley Stadium. The football team clinched the first place seed, giving home field advantage. Let's take a look at the highlights from round 1 and 2.
Playoff action in 5A football started for the Hurricanes on Friday, November 8th as they took on the Carnes Beavers. Carnes scored first with their only score of the game, a catch from Deshaun Huckleby, making it 8-0 in the first quarter after a 2-point conversion. East Hamilton would come back with the 2.5 left in the first with an 85-yard run touchdown by Jaden Haywood, making it 8-6 Carnes. Haywood would come back in the second quarter with a catch from Wyatt Miller, giving the Hurricanes a lead of 13-8 after an extra point kick from Spencer Payne was good. At the 4-minute mark in the second quarter, Haywood would make a 38-yard run touchdown after another touchdown, making it 20-8 after the extra point. That makes the JRTC Pep squad do some push-ups, and in the third quarter, the Hurricanes are up 27-8. At the final 11 minutes of the game, a pass from Miller, but this time to Jermaine Hetherington, would make it 33-8. Final score, East Hamilton 34 and Carnes 8. Let's move to round 2 as East Hamilton advances, hosting Lenoir City on Friday, November 15th. The first score comes with 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter. A 20-yard field goal from kicker Spencer Painter makes it 3-0 Canes. With just under a minute left in the first half, Lenoir City will run it in. This gives a 6-3 lead for the Panthers at the half. Let's get to the third quarter where powerhouse Jaden Haywood would take it to the house, making it 10-6. At the 3-minute, Haywood would do it again, a big hole up the middle, making it 17-6. Now to the fourth quarter, Hurricanes will take it to the house one more time, this time a quarterback keeper from Wyatt Miller, making it a final Canes 24 to Lenoir City 6. East Hamilton Hurricanes make it to the quarterfinals facing Oak Ridge Wildcats on Friday night at 7 on Hurricane Hill.
Congratulations to Carson Davis, Griffin Law, and Tucker Wick. These 3 quality young men are a great example to our other student athletes that hard work in the classroom and their athletics is rewarded. Davis committed to Tennessee Tech to play baseball, Law committed to the UTC to play golf, and Wick committed to Lee University to also play golf. East Hamilton is proud and excited to see them very successful on the next level. Our volleyball seniors are also signed. Sailor Clark committed to the University of the Cumberlands. Hannah Suzuki committed to the Smith College. Georgia Dobson signed with Lincoln Memorial University, and Julia Culpepper committed to Tennessee State. Savannah Hughes signed to the Central Connecticut University, and Emma Mountain signed to Bryan College. Congratulations to these ladies for their hard work and dedication, and we can't wait to see what you achieve. Don't go anywhere though, we have more coming up on the Hurricane Report. Coming up on Hurricane Nation Wants to Know returns with a question about Thanksgiving side dishes. Don't hit the road just yet. Let's get hyped up as wrestling season is just about to get started.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say?
Yeah, what's up?
Welcome back to the Hurricane Report. We sent TJ Nelson and Bullvi Moore out to the hallways to find out more about our other students. It's a segment called Hurricane Nation Wants to Know.
For Thanksgiving food, you know, it's probably like that mac and cheese, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it always be hitting, man. Especially that homemade mac and cheese, man. Like you ain't never gonna see nothing like that homemade mac and cheese, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Baked mac and cheese, always. Mac and cheese and ham.
Definitely baked mac and cheese.
Man, mac and cheese.
Cranberry sauce.
It's gotta be stuffing. Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mac and cheese.
So with like turkey and like ham, mashed potatoes.
Definitely the stuffing.
Mashed potatoes.
Macaroni.
Everything.
Thanks for watching our first student newscast for the Hurricane Report. We hope that you enjoyed our stories and we'll continue to bring more about the events happening here at East Hamilton. Good luck to all our East Ham fam. We will see you on the next time at the Hurricane Report. Good day and go Canes.